This is Alan Ball.
Hi, this is Audrey Fisher.
This is Jim Perry.
Hi, this is Kristen Bauer.
Hi, this is Alexander Skarsgård.
This is Nelson Ellis.
Hi, this is Johnny Neal.
This is Rael Tucker.
Hi, this is Lindsay Pulsifer.
Hi, this is Ryan Quanton from True-Blood.
Hello, this is Theo Alexander.
Hey, this is Lauren Bowles.
Hi, this is David Tishman.
This is Chase Everett.
Hello, this is Janina Gavankar.
This is James Frame.
Hi, this is Courtney Ford, and you're listening to True Blood Radio.
Hi, this is Liz and Mel with True-Blood.net. We're announcing today on the podcast, we're going to announce the two winners of the awesome giveaway that we had the last couple of weeks. We were giving away bar floor mats, one that says Merlot's, one that says Fantasia, so we're going to talk about that later. Also, the release date for the 13th and final Sookie Stackhouse novel has been announced. And, of course, spoiler chat. We know you guys all want to hear about it, and you want to talk about it. So this is podcast number 176 for the week of May 20th, 2012. Mel, who won those bar floor mats?
Well, congratulations go out to Kelly and Holly. Kelly won the Fantasia floor mat, and Holly walks away with the Merlot's bar floor mat. Both winners have been contacted. Their prizes should be shipping to them soon, and they're both really excited about that. So our thanks also to HBO, the shop at HBO. They donated those items for us to give away to you guys, and we have, you guys were, to enter the contest, you were to give us ideas of things you would like to see in the HBO shop, and you were really creative. There were so many really good ideas. There were a few,
yeah,
you know who you are. We didn't block any of them, but really, you guys.
Where did you think you were?
You know those comments, if you Google your name, they pop up in the results? Just saying.
Yeah.
If you would like for us to remove anything, feel free to drop us a line now that the contest is over. But I think that the folks over at the HBO shop are going to be really excited to see everything that you guys suggested. There were a lot of things that were suggested over and over, so I'm hoping that means we'll get to see some things like shirts in larger sizes, you know, because we're not all a junior size small, and some other really cool stuff that you guys suggested. So keep your eyes peeled, and I think the plan is that every week this season they'll be releasing something new. So keep your eyes open on the HBO shop. We'll try to keep up with them.
Yeah.
On the site too.
That'll be fun.
And post new stuff. So.
And if you see your idea, hey, shoot us a line. Shoot us a line. Say, hey, it was me. It was me.
Yay, they did it.
So we'll celebrate with you.
Yeah.
It's fun. Well, Stephen Moyer is already lined up for after they wrap shooting for this season. He's going to be shooting a crime drama. We'll try that again. He's going to be shooting a crime drama, and it's called Spitfire. And we don't have any details on it so far about his role in it or anything, but we'll keep you up to date as soon as those start rolling in, of course. And also, don't forget, Alexander Skarsgård's movie Battleship hit theaters this weekend, or this past weekend, as well as Joe Manganiello in What to Expect When You're Expecting. So go and check those out too. I know everybody's on the Avengers craze, but you know, it's been a few weeks now, so if you haven't seen the Avengers by now, which I just saw it just this weekend, so but if you haven't seen it by now, shame on you. Go and see these other two movies and support our guys.
That's right. Well, we have the release date for the final Sookie Stackhouse novel. This is novel number 13, Lucky 13, called Dead Ever After. Charlene Harris announced on her Facebook page that the book is coming out May 7th, 2013. And we know some of you are already counting down to the end of Sookie's story as told by Charlene. Mm-hmm. And I'm not ready to do a countdown yet. I'm kind of in denial.
Yeah, I'm not ready either. So don't suggest it yet. Give us some time to process.
Yeah.
Get used to it. I don't want it to end. But,
if you haven't listened to our Deadlocked podcast yet, we released that at the beginning of May, on May 1st actually. Go back and check that out. We talked about it in depth, in detail. It's spoilerific, so if you haven't read the novel yet, you don't want to listen to the podcast. But if you have read the novel and you want to check out what we had to say about it, go back and look at the podcast from May 1st of 2012.
And also, we have our interview with Charlene Harris. We were talking about the book, too. So go and check out, things that she might have talked about that you were wondering about. go on and check that out too in our interviews section. So, all good things. Mm-hmm. Speaking of, Sam Trammell, Dennis O'Hare, and Nelson Ellis are headed to Canada for Fan Expo Canada and Rue Morgue's Festival of Fear. The event kicks off August 23rd and it runs through the 26th at the Metro Toronto Convention Center. So we've got that news posted under our news section on our website, True-Blood.net. So go on over there. There's a link to the website for the convention center and the festival. Also, there's links also to follow them on Facebook and Twitter where you could keep up to date on when the guys will be there, when they'll be appearing. So go ahead and start making your plans. Spend a weekend up in Canada.
I would.
Mm-hmm.
We have a mutual acquaintance who's up there, and she's like, "Hey, girls, you need to come up for this."
Yeah.
So if any of you guys would like to sponsor my plane ticket, you can email Claudine at True-Blood.net, and we'll talk.
Yeah, I'm not going. It's if I could. It's my anniversary, so
priorities.
we have anniversary things to do.
That's right.
So.
Mm-hmm. Well, we have a special offer for Sookie fans. You can get the audiobook version of Deadlocked free. You can check out audibletrial.com/trueblood for a free audiobook and free 30-day trial of Audible's service. You can choose from thousands of titles, including all 12 Sookie books, plus the short stories, tons of other great fiction writers, and helpful books on pretty much any topic. Visit audibletrial.com/trueblood for your free book.
Free is always good.
Amen.
Yeah. Well, that's it for news for this part of the podcast. Of course, you can always check out True-Blood.net for photos and videos and everything else that's going on. We're going to head into our spoilers section right now. We're going to be talking about some casting news and speculating a little bit on what could be going on. So if you don't want to be spoiled, go ahead and shut us off. And of course, we'll see you next time. However, if you do want to be spoiled, we've got it. Scott Foley is good at spoiling, I hear.
Yes, he is.
He shed a little more light on his role in this season. He says most of the time he and Terry are going to be out in the greater 50 states tracking down other members of their platoon, trying to get some closure to the event that happened over in Iraq. Yikes. So, must have been.
He said also that their storyline doesn't involve vampires or werewolves.
Mm-hmm.
So there's some speculation that it does involve a ghost and a very unhappy ghost.
So, that would be interesting. He said there's a lot of running and fighting and jumping and a lot of physicality.
Physicality, yeah.
Yeah, so
we got a little glimpse of that in the preview.
Yeah.
So
that's going to be, I'm interested now. The more I hear about that, I know a lot of people are, the Terry story, I don't really care. And I wasn't too sure if I cared either, to be honest with you. But the more I hear about it, the more I'm intrigued.
I'm interested in the fact that they're going to be going around, they're road tripping basically. Mm-hmm. So we're going to get to see the rest of the United States from the True Blood point of view.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen Mississippi, we've seen Dallas, of course Shreveport, Bon Tom, but really we've only been in the South. So what are they going to do? I mean, Terry up north, what does that look like? And also, what is that? What are the vampire situation? Are they going to deal with that at all? I mean, I think he said it doesn't involve vampires, but surely there will be something peripheral about the vampires too. But,
yeah, I mean, it's kind of what we thought when we saw that one clip of that guy coming in, all frantic about wondering if it followed them or if they saw it.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's kind of spooky, I'm thinking. Mm-hmm. It'll be fun.
Yeah. Should. Janina Gavankar talked with Inside True Blood blog and talked a little bit more about Luna this season. Some of the things she revealed were dealing with the loss of Marcus. Sam and Luna won't be running to the altar anytime soon. And the authority will affect everyone's storyline. But of course, the shifters do have something else to deal with. And they asked her to sum up season 5 with just one word, and she went with OMFG.
She said that's kind of a word. That's kind of a word.
Yeah, counts as a word.
Yeah, for Janina, it does.
Yeah.
So I wonder what the something else to deal with is.
Well, I think it's the power struggle. Now that Marcus is gone, they have to find a pack leader.
But the shifters, all the shifters are going to be involved in that?
Well, I think, Sam was involved in his death, and Luna's his ex-wife.
That's true.
So I think just kind of by default, they're going to have to be involved.
That's true. I forgot about all that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Might be time for a rewatch.
It might be. I still have them all on my DVR. And, of course, the DVDs are coming out. Whee!
Yay!
Whee!
Yeah, next week.
I can't wait.
May 29th.
Can't wait.
I think I'm going to get the bundle.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to.
Yeah.
So.
Now that I've seen Game of Thrones on Blu-ray, kind of spoiled.
Mm-hmm. Ew.
So.
Boy, you're brave.
Oh, yeah. Well, I haven't finished it. But, yeah. And there was one, I was watching the first episode with a friend of mine who'd never seen them. And we kept having to pause it because people kept coming over. And I was like, okay, I got to wait until there's not going to be like a bare butt or a severed head in this frame if I pause. That show.
Yikes. All in beautiful Blu-ray.
Yeah, all in HD. Woo!
Oh, it reveals so much.
Yeah.
All right. Well, casting calls and the title for episode 511 went up this past week. The title is going to be Finally. Just one simple word, finally. They're looking for an elder fairy who's 40-ish or older and can dance. And this actor is going to have to be an established star. So they're looking for a name for this role. So I find that a little bit interesting because it doesn't look like it's going to be a recurring character or anything. So, I don't know, a cameo from somebody. Also casting for this episode is an angry fairy, a belligerent fairy, and a pissed off fairy. They also need a fairy boy and girl.
Sounds like the beginning of a joke.
Angry fairy, belligerent fairy, and pissed off fairy walk into a bar. Finish this sentence.
And all hell breaks loose.
I dare you. Yeah.
So the elder fairy can dance. And like they specifically said, it has to be an established star who can sing and dance. Female.
Yeah, well, sing? Just
no. Sorry, act and dance. Act and dance. Not sing. Sorry.
Yeah.
So that means it's not just going to be like, skipping around the maypole or whatever. This is going to be like they have to have some serious dance moves.
Yeah.
So what's that about? And also, yay, more fairies.
Yeah.
They've been casting a lot of fairies this season.
Have.
This is going to be a pretty big deal.
Well, we were promised, some more fairy action with Sookie looking into her, the fairy side of her, that's her personal journey there. So I'm really looking forward to that because then when you look at the video clip that we saw, Sookie looked very confident when she used her microwave fingers.
Oh,
she looked like she knew what she was doing. Exactly, yeah. So I'm really excited for this fairy story. So if you guys are also not interested in this is the reason why Sookie's got to find out how to be in control, how to call this power up when she needs it.
Yeah. So
and then how to control it instead of all over the place. That's going to be pretty cool, pretty interesting. So it'll be. Somebody said, maybe because it's a dancer, maybe it'll be a musical. Yeah, no.
No, I don't think that's going to happen.
Not going to happen. Please, don't even joke like that. Don't ever say that again.
You know what? Buffy did it.
Oh, no.
And it worked. But other than like Glee, I think that's the only time that's ever worked. So.
Yeah, and that's all I could picture when this.
Yeah.
All I could picture was True Blood Glee style. Like, God, no.
Yeah,
or Smash.
Exactly. Glee. Yeah.
Please help me.
Yeah.
Kill me now.
Oh, yeah. So in addition to all the fairies, they're also casting some more vampires. They've got Gondry, a vampire security guard in his 30s, who is slimy, conniving, and full of amused
Vampires is
contempt
good.
for
Are you
his
still there?
assignment. Something tells me he's not taking his prisoners seriously. There's Bertrand, who's a swarthy Frenchman. He's a minister of the European Vampire League.
Lost Mel.
There's a pair of authority guards at the prison, and a trio of ravenous, feral, evil-looking vampires who travel together. A teen girl vampire, a biker vampire, and a businessman vampire. Again, this kind of sounds like a beginning of a joke here. But anyway, so we're going to find out the minister of the European Vampire League. So, yeah, minister of the European Vampire League.
Yeah.
Is that like the equivalent of the authority? Or are they like the European branch of
I
the
wonder.
Authority? 'Cause we have the American Vampire
Yeah, I
League.
wondered if it was a branch. Probably.
Or is the American Vampire League and the European Vampire League not a part of the authority? I don't know.
Well, or they're just, I don't know. They might be just like, I would think they were created by the authority and just kind of
Like the PR versions
yeah.
of them? Yeah. Kind of the PR arm?
I think so.
Yeah.
That would make sense to me.
Yeah, so that's a whole bunch of vampires and fairies being cast in the same episode.
Yeah. I was thinking about these guards that they're talking about, and weren't there a couple of guards in the book? They were kind of comical.
Oh, well, they were Sophie Ann's, though, weren't
Well,
they?
they were, but we didn't see them in
they
her
were.
story.
No, we didn't.
So
They killed her off.
yeah, but they were still. I think they were still around for a little bit.
One of them died when she did. He was protecting her, but the other one, weren't they like Sigbert and Egbert or something like that?
I don't know. I know I was mispronouncing their names in my head.
Yeah,
so.
me too. They were German. They were of Germanic descent.
Right. So I don't know. So, but that's what came into my mind. It's probably wrong, but
Yeah, they might have drawn some inspiration from those two characters because they do have a big role in book 5. So that's
could be always inspiration. And finally, they're casting Murphy Rollins, a werewolf in his mid-50s. This is a strong guy who speaks his mind and brings a warning about a new breed of vampires to Alcide and Jackson. New breed of vampires.
Is this what Russell's up to?
Yeah.
Russell, because I'm starting to think that he's the one who turned Steve Newland. And maybe it was an experiment. I don't know. Or maybe Steve Newland's supposed to be his Talbot replacement. I don't know.
That would kind of be funny.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It just kind of strikes me as funny.
It'd be poetic justice, maybe? I don't know.
New breed. I can't imagine what a new breed of vampires would. What, are they vegetarian? Do they sparkle?
I keep, oh, God forbid. I keep flashing over to the Vampire Diaries where they have the hybrids that are both vampire and were.
Yeah.
But I don't see that happening on this show. So, I don't know.
That's going to be, it was an interesting reveal.
Maybe it has something to do with all the fairies. What if they, they can't turn a fairy. They just
Now I'm thinking Lord of the Rings. I think those were orcs.
Those were orcs.
Oh.
But
this is getting too mythical for me.
We're getting our fandoms crossed here.
New breed. And all it took was new breed of vampires.
Yeah.
And they're going to Alcide and Jackson.
What? Yeah, right? Well, that's what had me thinking it maybe it was a cross between wares and vampires.
Yeah. Well, you could be right about that.
But I don't know. I just don't see him doing that since that's been part of Vampire Diaries like the last few seasons.
I know, but
they don't copy.
That's true.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. That won't be until towards the end of the season.
Right.
Though, so.
Right. And
But speaking of this episode, I believe it started filming this last weekend, and we got some photos from on location filming in New Orleans. The vampires were down in New Orleans on Bourbon Street, which I'm telling you stinks to high heaven, the week after Mardi Gras. Woo, baby!
I don't want to know.
Oh, I had a conference down there last week, the week after Mardi Gras, and it was the week of St. Patrick's Day too, so there was parades again. And it was, it's interesting to walk down, but the side streets are better because there's not as much beer and urine. So,
lovely combination.
Anyway, that's my comment on that.
Yeah.
But I recognized a lot of the where they were. I recognized the buildings and everything because I had just been down there last year. But they had Skarsgård, Moyer, Dennis O'Hare, Lucy Griffiths, who's playing Nora, Peter Mensah, who's playing Kibwe. I heard that Carolyn Hennessy was down there, just playing Rosalind, but I didn't see her. I didn't hear if the little boy was down there. It didn't sound like Kristen Bauer was there. Who am I missing?
So this
seemed like there was another vampire, but I can't think who. Oh, Michael McMillian, Steve Newland. We're all down there. They were filming 3 scenes, one of which involved Bill jumping on the windshield of a taxi to make it stop, and then Eric leaning in and talking to either the driver or someone in there. And then there was a couple of scenes out on the street
with lots of extras.
Yeah, lots of extras. How many of them are actually extras and how many were just people that were there watching? I don't know. But there was all kinds of photos and comments coming in on Twitter. Oh my gosh! There was one guy. It was so cool, so cute. He's down there for his bachelor's party. He's like, this makes this even better. He's like, honey, guess what? I'm down here and I get to watch, they're filming True Blood. So
awesome.
That was cool. But yeah, people were pretty excited about that. And there were a lot of photos coming in of everybody, and that in that kind of an environment, it's impossible to keep it a secret what you're doing. So yeah, we don't normally post photos from the set, because usually, people aren't supposed to be there and they're not supposed to be taking photos, and HBO doesn't like it. But in this case, there was no containing.
Well, and some of them were taken by, there was one that was taken by Michael McMillian himself, and he put it on Twitter.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. In that case, yeah.
So if they're going to do it, they're going to do it.
Yeah. But anyway, that will be it's either in episode 510 or episode 511. I'm not sure exactly, but look for that towards the end of the season. The vampires go to New Orleans.
Yeah, it looks like the Authority.
It looks like a showdown because Eric had his fangs out in some of the photos. And it looked like Russell did too, just from the way Dennis O'Hare was holding his mouth, but he didn't have his mouth open, so I wasn't sure. But it looks like there's some sort of confrontation going on. And
with the crowds there, gang wars.
Danger!
It's
exciting.
Yeah, and one of the last episodes, so that it's building.
Yeah.
The tension is going to be high. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. So.
All right. And then we have that 2-minute season 5 video preview. Actually, I think it was like 90 seconds. But lots of Christopher Maloney as Roman. Yay. Oh, man. Some cool stuff there. A few little snippets of Eric and Pam circa 1905 when he turned her. And then also a comment about their relationship today and him being able to forgive her or trust her or something like that. So that's definitely going to be the way that she left it with him at the end of season 4 is definitely, and then I assume her turning Tara is going to play into her flashback to when she was made. So we'll get to see Eric in Edwardian garb, and Pam in her Edwardian hooker garb in San Francisco. So there's a little snippet of that. Sookie's microwave fingers we talked about a little bit ago. She's looking very confident there. But there's also a few scenes of her grieving, and that's obviously about Tara. There's one, oh my gosh, there's one of Lafayette who is obviously grieving as well. He calls her the angel of death. I mean, really?
Wow.
Is that necessary,
Come on.
Lafayette? Jeez, cut the girl a break.
It wasn't her fault.
I know. Yeah. There's a real quick shot of Jason in a graveyard. I'm assuming that's the graveyard between the Stackhouse home and Bill Compton's house. But I don't know what he's doing there. I mean, we just got a super fast shot of him. There's also a shot of, it looks like someone munching on Sarah Newland. I gotta get the.
Is that who that is?
Well, I have the screen caps, but last week was insane, and I haven't had a chance to really go through. I started a post breaking it down, but we started our new schedule at work. It's 10-hour days, and then we have a 3-day weekend. Well, I thought, well, I'll have some downtime at work, and I can do that. No, I won't have downtime at work. Well, I'll work on it on the weekend. Nope. Wrong again. So I haven't really had time to go through and look at that, but it looks like Sarah Newland to me, but it could have been Sookie. I don't know. I need to go through and check on that. But somebody's munching on somebody else in the bathroom. And gosh, what else? There's Sookie and Alcide. Looks like they're getting a little romantic.
Which is to be expected.
Yeah, that's following the plot in the book.
Right.
You know, she's going to try something with a warm-blooded man.
She was definitely attracted to him.
And see how that goes.
In the book. If it wasn't for the fact that she was looking after her, after Bill, she was looking for Bill, they probably would have, and he was still jonesing for Debbie.
Right. See, once he finds out what happened to Debbie, I think any hint of romance
Probably,
is out
but
the window.
there has to be a way, because Sookie earned the protection of his pack, of him and his pack. So and that was a big part of the stories, the books after she met Alcide. So there has to be a way for them to work that in somehow, and this better way than nothing. I don't mind.
Yeah, and no, me neither. And I think it's reasonable for her to say, these two guys, everything that comes with loving them is, I don't think I want the whole package. So let's try it with, this werewolf who I still can't read his mind. Or maybe in just little bursts, but not all the time. She doesn't have that issue like she has with humans. And she's obviously been attracted to him from the start. So, and she's already seen him naked. So, exactly. So, and with Bill and Eric both off dealing with the authority, she's going to be, I can see it. I mean, it makes sense to me. But I don't think it will be anything.
No, I don't think so.
In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if what we saw in the preview wasn't about as far as it gets.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be a big deal either. So, but it was bound. I think it was bound to happen. So,
yeah, she's hurting. I mean, she's grieving, not just the loss of Bill and Eric, but also Tara and everything else that's happened to her. So,
which has been quite a lot.
But a lot, and I think that but I do, like I said, I think that that's probably about as far as it's going to go before she says, you know what, this isn't smart. This isn't what I need to be doing.
She'll figure it out. She's a smart person. We also got a glimpse of the mask, the kind of the ceremonial mask,
from the V trip.
So, it looks like Lafayette might be figuring some things out himself, and we already know he's going to have some visits from Jesus. So maybe he's going to explore that a little bit more.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. I mean, in his own grief, surely he's going to say, "Oh, wait a minute, I have these powers.
Right.
What can I do with this?" We got some shots of Jessica looking a little out of control. What about that weird shot of Hoyt in the makeup?
Yeah. What
like
is
the goth
that?
thing? I mean, has he gone off the... I think he may have kind of
Went
gone over
wonky
the edge.
there a little, huh?
After, well, I mean, Jessica dumped him and went after Jason. And we know in the beginning of the season that they're still together. So I think he may be dabbling in his own dark side, thinking that's what Jessica
that could make
wants,
sense.
you know?
Yeah, that would make perfect sense. Trying to be something that she would be attracted to again. Hoyt.
Mm-hmm.
Just let her go. Let her go.
Yeah. Oh gosh, what else?
It went by so
much.
fast,
I mean, they jammed so much into that. Yeah. Well, you can see it under the videos, and I think I put it under both videos and spoilers, under both tabs at True-Blood.net. And I've heard that we will be getting a new one. The next new trailer will be on June 3rd, which is my birthday, and is a week before the new season starts. So.
It's coming.
I haven't heard if there's going to be... Yeah, I haven't heard if there's going to be anything new. I'm checking, since it's Sunday night as we're recording this, I'm checking real fast to see if there is anything new. And it does not look like it. So... Oh, one thing, though, that we did forget to mention is that True Blood and Anna Paquin were both nominated for Teen Choice Awards this week, and you can go to teenchoiceawards.com and vote for them at least daily, if not more often. Even though, I mean, it's same thing, different year. I don't know why they're nominated for a Teen Choice Award,
either,
but whatever. No teenagers I know are allowed to watch it.
Teenagers in my house aren't, so...
Nope. But, yeah, that just popped up. But if we get another glimpse at the new season, we will post that at True-Blood.net under spoilers and or videos. So keep your eyes peeled.
All right. Well, that's going to be it for this week. We're going to wrap it up for now. And don't forget to bookmark True-Blood.net. Keep yourselves up to date on all the latest news and anything else we were going to put up there. You can also follow us on Twitter at True-Blood.net. And find us on Facebook as well. You guys are pretty active over there, so look us up. Convenient links are posted in the sidebar on our main page, and we want to thank you for watching.
We also want to thank Minda for editing our podcast. You can subscribe to True Blood Radio on iTunes at the link now showing on your screen. If you're already a subscriber, please take a minute and rate our show and leave us a comment. We sure appreciate that. The higher our rating and the more comments we get, the more likely we are to be featured on iTunes front page, which would be awesome. And also, you can listen to us on Stitcher. It's a free app that allows you to listen to podcasts without downloading them and using up your phone or iPod memory. Check them out at stitcher.com/trueblood.radio. Also, don't forget to send in your comments or questions to webmaster@true-blood.net. We love to hear from you, and with the season just around the corner, less than 3 weeks away, we have lots to talk about. And we'll see you next week.